Welcome to Internet Expert, the game where you and your laptop can save democracy. I'm Malik Mercier, and this week we're focusing in on the place where your vote has the biggest impact, state and local elections. Today's contestants know exactly what I mean when I talk about the impact of state and local elections. They've taken political participation to a whole new level by running for office. Rigel, you were the youngest person ever elected to Berkeley City Council. Why did you decide to get involved, and was it hard?
Yeah, hard is a bit of an understatement. It's a really strange experience running for office as such a young person, but something we need to see more of all over the country. Almost a third of the population of the city is students at UC Berkeley. People had been saying for years that they felt like young people in the city needed to have a seat at the table.
That is awesome. I mean, I keep hearing about this, young people not only saying there need to be young people in office, but taking the step to actually make it happen themselves. So kudos to you. We've also got Chris here, the first Asian American elected to the state legislature in Indiana, and you're currently the youngest member of the Indiana House. What motivated you to run for office, and how does that feel?
Thanks, Malik. Yeah, it's definitely been a journey, and I never thought I would go into politics, for one. I studied engineering in college, and I moved back home after going to school in New York City, and when I came back to Indiana, I thought, what can I do to help my own community? And I just went down the list of who represented me, and nobody wanted to run for this office, so I just said, I can give it a try. I'm in my 20s, I've got time, so here I am.
I remember just after you were elected, I saw an article that dropped about your race, and you said you'd be fine handling yourself in the Indiana State Legislature because you're used to being the only Asian in the room. So people's expectations of you, the discrimination, it didn't bother you. Are you Korean by chance?
I am. Yep.
저는 반 한국 사람. My mom's side is Korean.
I'm expecting a fire show, and to make it even more interesting,
showdown.
we have to set some stakes. So Chris, what does Rigel have to do if you win?
Rigel, if I win, you have to endorse me in my next election. If I lose, I can endorse you.
I love it. I'm gonna add an extra layer here. Amidst a global pandemic and a reinvigorated movement for racial justice, there's been a lot of work to do. We've had some really long city council meetings recently, one of which didn't adjourn until 3 a.m. So Chris, if I win this internet challenge, I challenge you to post a selfie working for your constituents at 3 a.m. You can't take the selfie before 3 a.m. and then just post it at 3 a.m. You can't take it at 3 a.m. and then post it later. It has to be at 3 a.m., burning the midnight oil.
Oh gosh, the stakes got really high right now. Now I really don't want to lose.
It's on.
Our first challenge is called Inbox Democracy. Where can you go if you have questions about local elections? Your local elections office. In this challenge, you're going to find the email address of the local elections office. But since you already know a lot about your own areas, you both sound super involved, we're going to add a twist. You'll start at usa.gov/election office. Rigel, you'll be looking for the email address of Chris's election office in Marion County, Indiana. And Chris, you'll be looking for Rigel's in Alameda County, California. Are you both ready? Go.
The indiana.gov user interface leaves a lot to be desired. We're going to have to talk to somebody about that.
No excuses. Thank God Alameda starts with an A. I'm like right there. I got it. lolita.francisco@acgov.org.
Chris, you're right. We're going to take your answer. You get a point.
No!
Most counties have an elections office, and if you want solid answers but can't find them online, you want to go straight to the source. So contestants, we all know that there are some very serious moments happening right now. There's a national conversation about defunding and reimagining the role of police in our society. Have you had any experience with this lately?
Absolutely. We're going to spend much of the next several months really trying to find every possible way, the greatest extent to which we can legally and safely transform the relationship that our residents have to our police department.
We've had discussions around ways we can make our police interface better with our community for sure. And at the state level, we want to make sure we have safe communities, obviously, but at the same time, we want to make sure our police have top-notch training. So finding that balance, like Rigel said, and catering to all of our constituents is something that's going to continue to be a challenge for both of us.
Thank you both for that. City councils and state legislatures are where a lot of these decisions and changes are made, and so that's exactly what our next challenge is about. It's called I'm Just a Bill. When I say conference committee, go to malegislature.gov and search for racial justice and police reform. I want you to find a bill called S.2800 and tell me the number of an amendment offered by State Senator Dean Tran, what it was about, and what action was taken on it. Ready, set, conference committee.
So part of being a local elected official in California, my specialty is actually knowing literally nothing about Massachusetts. So this is a challenge.
Chris, would you say the same for you?
Well, the Massachusetts legislature's website kind of looks similar to ours, so I think I'm getting there.
I think at the rate my internet is going, it might be faster just to call the district office of Senator Dean Tran and ask.
So I found a number of amendments by Mr. Tran, it appears. Number were rejected. Clerk number 62, chokehold and self-defense. RC number 231, and it's a question on the adoption of that amendment entitled chokehold and self-defense.
That's right. Senator Tran proposed an amendment that would allow police officers to use chokeholds in the event that their lives are in immediate danger or if they're at serious risk of injury. The state Senate rejected the amendment. No two state legislatures are alike. Chris, do you have any fun facts about the Indiana legislature?
We have this amazing chandelier in the Indiana House of Representatives, and there are 100 members of the House, but there are also 100 of these little bulb things on the chandelier that signify each of us. It's kind of cool if you get a chance to come in person.
Do you know which bulb is yours?
No.
I think that's pretty cool to know there's a light bulb representing you. Now for our next challenge, go to town. In the US, there are several forms of municipal government starting on the National League of Cities website. Name 3 of those forms and tell me which is the most common. Ready? Go.
Like a charter city versus a general law city? What are we getting at here?
You have to go to the website, Rigel. Come on, play by the rules, man.
I have to say, Chris, I feel for you. I feel like there's a serious lack of representation of state government in mainstream media. Cities, we get Parks and Rec.
We're pretty boring.
You said it, not me. Oh yeah, okay. So this is what we're looking at. We're talking council manager. We're talking mayor council. We're talking commission. We're talking town meeting. We're talking representative town meeting.
Which one is the most common?
Council manager.
You are gold, yes. In a council manager government, city council oversees the general administration, makes policy, and they set the budget. The council appoints a city manager to carry out day-to-day operations, and the mayor is often chosen from the council on a rotating basis. The next challenge is called measuring up. Legislators aren't the only ones who make laws in the US. In most states, citizens can have a more direct impact through ballot measures. Ballot measures are laws, issues, or questions put to voters to decide in state and local elections. Starting on Ballotpedia's ballot measure page, you have to answer 3 questions about ballot measures and how they work. Each correct answer earns a point. Question 1. What are 3 main categories of ballot measure?
I think the real lesson here is that I need to upgrade my internet plan.
That is a part of being internet expert.
I'm on a page that explains there's a list of statewide measures, including citizen initiatives, veto referendums, legislatively referred constitutional amendments, legislatively referred state statutes, legislative referred bond questions, commission referrals, and automatic referrals.
You got it.
I should get extra credit. I gave like 9 of them.
Here's question 2. What is the only state where no public vote is required to change the state constitution?
Delaware.
Yes. In Delaware, the state legislature can amend the state constitution without a public vote. Question 3. What is an initiated constitutional amendment and how many states allow them?
All right, so we're looking at an amendment to a state's constitution that comes about through the initiative process of the 26 U.S. states that have some degree of direct democracy. 18 of them, that's your answer. 18 of them have a provision for initiated constitutional amendments, one of whom is California. So I see a lot of these.
How'd you get that so fast?
I'm an internet expert, what can I say?
I just got to the page, dang it.
Correct. Ballot measures are so important. If you've ever seen a sign that says vote yes on 2 or vote no on Proposition 431, that's about a ballot measure. Issues ranging from marijuana legalization all the way to gay marriage have been decided by ballot measures. The score is now tied at 3-3. The next challenge will decide who will be today's internet expert. We call this one Turnout for What? We all know that elections are ultimately decided by those who show up. State and local elections are held every year, but voter turnout varies widely from election to election. For this challenge, start at fairvote.org and find the following numbers for 2016 and 2018. Percent of voters who turned out in New Hampshire, 2016 versus 2018. Percent of voters who turned out in Nevada, 2016 versus 2018. Percent of voters who turned out in North Carolina, 2016 versus 2018. Go.
This is it. This is my chance.
Could be anyone's level up moment.
Can we use Wikipedia, or is that frowned upon?
No Wikipedia, unfortunately.
Okay, I think we're looking at 72.5% to 54% in New Hampshire. In Nevada, 57.4% to 46.5%. And then in North Carolina, 64.9% to 49%.
That is right. Rigel, you are officially internet expert.
I never thought this day would come. Thank you. Thank you. I want to thank the team at WGBH, my friends, my family, everyone that's gotten me to this point. It's an honor, really.
Chris, you did a great job, but unfortunately, you do have to do Rigel's challenge for you. Are you excited to be going out at 3 a.m.?
No. Actually, no.
Well, for what it's worth, I enthusiastically endorse you anyway.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you both so much for playing today.
Thanks so much for having us, Malik.
And hey, you know you play this game too, so we have a challenge for you. Do you know whether you can vote by mail in your state? If so, how can you get a ballot? Tell us in the comments below, and we will see you right back here next time on Internet Expert.